Marvel Rivals has taken the world by storm. You don't need me to tell you it's one of the most popular games right now. But if you know anything about me, it's that I love Spider-Man. So let's add another Spider-Man into the game. Let's talk about Miles. This character has evolved so far past what he used to be. Miles has inspired so many people and proved that truly anyone could wear the mask. I think the Ultimate Spider-Man would be a great fit for this game. So without further ado, let's see his design. This is the design I came up with. I tried to replicate Marvel Rivals' art style, but still blended in with that blocky look that defines my drawings. The first thing you'll probably notice is how I handled his signature arch. Miles' arch usually starts at the shoulders but comes down the chest and meets in the middle. But I've made it so that the spider is a part of the arch. To my knowledge, it's never been done before and I think it looks super fresh. I extended the sides of the arch down to the back of Miles' hand to add some more red in the suit and give it a slicker feel. The lenses are also something I'm very happy with. I went for a Mark Bagley and Marvel vs. Capcom inspired look. I always like when Miles has way bigger lenses than Peter does, as it highlights his youth and helps to differentiate the two further. Speaking of youth, Miles is 17, since that's the age he currently is in the comics to my knowledge. I also made sure to even out the red in the bottom of the suit, adding red streaks that come up from the soles. In my opinion, this is a really successful design, and it's one of my favorites that I've made. But now that we're done with that, let's talk about his moveset. Miles would have a passive invisibility similar to Suit, allowing him to sneak up on his enemies. His base health would be 240. I know that sounds super low, but hear me out. For his melee, it would be some regular punches and kicks, but where he really shines is his Venom powers. By pressing square, Miles can use a Venom punch, which knocks enemies back and stuns them for a brief moment. He also has Peter's web pull, although it lacks a property where he can pull himself to his target. Instead, it only lets you pull them towards you. He also can still web swing with 2 charges instead of 3. By pressing circle, Miles can do a Venom sweep. He kicks the ground in a wide circle and causes everyone in the radius to be Venom stunned. The stun leaves his enemies open for attack by himself or for his teammates, so this move can be a great combo starter. Miles also has a Venom meter in the middle of the screen. The more damage he does, the more it builds up. Once it's filled, his attacks do more damage and he unlocks the Venom strike, which sends him towards his target like a bullet, throwing them a short distance. He's a very powerful character in the right hands, although he does lack Peter's uppercut and web clusters. His thing is dealing up close damage in short bursts, using his invisibility to creep up on you to deliver a nasty combo and then swing away before you even knew he was there. But once his Venom meter is filled up, his health increases to 400 so he can devastate the battlefield without having to instantly retreat, at least for a little while. I think he could work well for crowd control too with his Venom sweep, as well as throwing players off the map with his Venom strike. Finally, we have his ult, the Venom Eruption. Miles lets out a huge explosion of electricity, doing heavy damage to anyone in the area. I imagine it would have a pretty slow cooldown so that you couldn't use it more than once or twice per match. Of course, I'm not a game designer, so I have no idea how unbalanced any of this would be, but I tried. I didn't take every single character into account when designing his moveset, but I don't know man, what are you gonna do? I don't really have any ideas for how he could interact with the other heroes or what lines he would have, but feel free to leave them in the comments if you come up with any. I do have some ideas for his alternate skins though. I think the Across the Spider-Verse suit would fit perfectly with this game's aesthetic despite the suit's simplicity. I would love to see his upgraded suit from Marvel's Spider-Man 2 since we already have Peter's suit from that game. The 10th anniversary suit is an obvious pick, but one that I know I would instantly pick up. Maybe even add the new Vibranium suit from the comics. Of course, you gotta give him a red jacket on top of his default look as a skin, that's a no-brainer. I would also love a classic suit skin. I don't know why Marvel Rivals is so against doing this, but this is my video, so he gets his classic suit as a skin. I had a lot of fun drawing his design and coming up with his moveset. Is there anything else you'd change or add to him? Let me know in the comments. This was a bit of a shorter video. Honestly, I didn't really want it to be too long because I do have a much longer video coming out next week, so consider this your salad video. Thank you for watching, and God bless.